way they can try and limit the opposing offense.
Leonard Haberfield checks in to serve for the Mustangs. Pass off net by Carrick, saved by Myers, tipped over by Maxwell. Callahan right side, and on the 1-foot takeoff is BP12 or Brecklin Pulling.
That was a little sniper shot. That was a fantastic swing. You're going to see Pulling wrap around on the slide a lot. She's very comfortable behind the setter, and they'll run her on that set a lot, and then just right down the line, she sucks and swing.
Jenna Giambi back to the service line. Perfect pass by Haberfield. Callahan, and look at the stop and pop by Chloe Lelouch.
Cal Poly is executing their game plan right out of the gates absolutely perfectly. They wanted to run through their middles as early as possible to free up those pins later on in the set. Took advantage.
Stockham drills it over towards Carrick. Meyer in the middle to Lamagora, and she just goes for that little cross-body winner.
Lamagora is a really smart attacker. The set was a little bit over her shoulder. She took something off of it, used her vision, and tipped it right to the open court. She tips very good.
Look at that. They're playing the Jedi mind trick on the Cal Poly serve-receive line. Good serve, and Chacon gets the ace. That thing had a little dip, dive, dodge, duck, and dive again. Yeah, there's so much movement on the serve as Cal Poly takes a timeout, but talk about it, serve, Mads.
And that has to feel good as a server, getting an ace and then causing the opposing team to call a timeout. They're going to try and ace Savannah Chacon. But look how much movement is on that ball from the moment she contacts it to the moment it's at the surface.
By Markovska, set by Callahan, right side to Hyatt. Hyatt off the block, covered by Pulling. Callahan goes to Stockham out of the back road and knocks it off of Carrick in middle bag.
Stockham is just as powerful in the back row on that big set as she is in the front row. From any area of the court, they can give the ball to her, and she can play cleanup duty really nicely. It's called a BIC. It's a quick back row set through the pipe, and Stockham does a good job at seeing the
10. Float serve towards Chacon. Meyer back to Glenn, and Glenn stop and pop.
And that's what happens when you have a good pass from Long Beach. Great pass from Savannah Chacon, controlling it right to Zaina Meyer, who gets her feet to the ball, has all of her options open, goes with Natalie Glenn, and Natalie Glenn with that quick arm swing.
Just show up on someone's highlight reel. Pushed out to the pin to Stockham, and Stockham with the downtown pound.
The reason the tempo set is so popular is because it's really difficult for the opposing middle block to get there and close. You see just that little bit of space. Cameron Bacon not all the way there in time. Tommy Stockham with that. Long Beach State has an opportunity here, but they need an aggressive serve, and they obviously cannot afford to miss this serve. O'Reilly is up for the task.
Grace O'Reilly, 20, serving to match point number 2. O'Reilly floats it over towards Hurriet. Callahan in the middle. Lelouch drops the rock in the middle for point, set, and match as the Mustangs of Cal Poly